Okay, factoring quadratic expressions, part 2. So in part 1, we looked when the last term is negative here, this constant term. And that, because you're multiplying a positive times a negative, you're going to look for this middle number is actually, since one's positive, one's negative, it comes out to be the difference between them. So that would be x minus 6 times x plus 1. When the last term's positive, that constant is positive, that means you had a positive product. So you're multiplying two numbers together that have the same sign. Because this is negative, that sign will be negative. So this one, you're looking for two numbers here that when you multiply, you get 6, and when you add, you get 5. So product of 6 and a sum of 5. These ones are easier than the others, I think, because you do have the same sign you're adding there. So that would be x minus 3 and x minus 2. Of course, you can write x minus 2 times x minus 3. Again, always check with FOILing. So you get minus 2x minus 3x plus 6. And there's your negative 5x. And there's your positive, a negative times a negative. If this term's positive and this is also positive, again, they have to have the same sign to make this positive, but they're going to have, they're going to be positive. So this will be x plus 3 and x plus 2. Or of course you can write it as x plus 2 times x plus 3. Two numbers that have a product of 20 and a sum of 9. That will be 4 and 5. Again, they're both going to be minus. X minus 5 times x minus 4. The signs are going to be the same since this is positive. So we'd get x squared minus 4x minus 5x plus 20, and there's our minus 9x. Two numbers that have a product of 30 and a sum of 11. That would be 5 and 6. And there's your positive 6x plus 5x. There's a positive 11x. Two numbers that have a product of 6 and a sum of 7. That's going to be 1 and 6. So when the last term is positive, again, when you're doing factoring, you always want to concentrate on the last term and the first term. It's the middle term that is the least important when you're picking your numbers. So this is a positive 6. You're looking for two numbers with the same sign. They're going to add up to give you this middle number, this linear term. So here's 3 that you can try. And we'll come back to them in a minute. Okay, two numbers that have a product of 16 and a sum of 8. That would be x minus 4, x minus 4. And sometimes you write that as x minus 4 quantity squared. When you get into parabolas, you'll see that, and that has a special meaning. Two numbers, product of 8 and a sum of 6. That would be x plus 4 and x plus 2. Product of 99 and a sum of 20. That would be 11 and 9. So x minus 11 times x minus 9. And we get x squared minus 9x minus 11x plus 99, and there's our minus 20x. So when the last term is positive, your two signs in parentheses will be the same.